Hello, everyone. Welcome. I'm so excited to be here tonight with you. Come and join the crafting time with me. Excuse me. I am Jennifer with Creativity. I am an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator, and I am here tonight to share lots of fun crafting events with you. I've got 3 projects, and one is out of my box, but I am so excited to share with you. I'm going to give everybody just a few minutes to find me as I cut my big spotlight here on. Thought it was on. Okay, well, I don't know why it's not showing up, but we're going to just roll with it. Hopefully everybody will find me. I hope everyone's had a wonderful weekend. It has been a tax-free weekend here in Lexington, South Carolina, which is where I am from. And it is also tax-free weekend Stampin' Up style. So there are several things in the Stampin' Up site, such as our blends, our adhesives, our tape runners, our liquid glue, markers. Those types of things are all tax-free for the state of South Carolina. Grab it before the sale goes out tonight by 11:59. There's a shop link in this video if you are interested in getting any tax-free items. And if you have any questions, you can let me know, and I will be more than happy to help you get your orders in. All right, let's get started. I have got lots of fun projects tonight. Excuse me. It has been in the 60s and 80s this weekend here where I am located, and it has been amazing because it has been so hot lately. And so we have been enjoying this wonderful weather. Went to the grocery store today and I seen pumpkin spice coffee creamer in there, and oh gosh, I was so tempted because it's like, okay, the weather is just right. It is time to get our fall going. But we still got a few months in the summer, so a few weeks, excuse me, in the summer. So we need to take advantage of it and get started using our time with that. Briefly want to go over a couple of things that is going on within my business this month. First and foremost, we are in the crunch for Stampin' Up year, and there is our year goes from October 1 to September the 30th, and so we're at that crunch time and getting our numbers met that we set goals for as demonstrators, all that type of stuff. And I did not meet one of my goals, but that's okay. I am very blessed and thankful for each and every one of you, and I have been very blessed. God has blessed me tremendously where I am as a demonstrator. So I am satisfied with that. However, I did set a goal by September the 30th. So I am looking for you to help support me a little more in our crafting business. So if you see interest in anything that I am doing, please reach out to me, register for in-classes, the classes to go, any kind of fun things that I am fixing to advertise. If you see that you are able to support my to help reach my goals, I would greatly appreciate your support in that. All right, so I do have a goal that I need to meet by September the 30th. So as we get started, I will reach out to you and let you know where we're at with that goal. Hello, Miss Debbie. How are you? I hope you're having a wonderful weekend. One thing, and then I'm going to flip the camera down so I can show you. I have my in-person card class on August the 11th. I am looking for 8 individuals to come to my home and let us do some crafting, and I'm going to share some of the things that we will be using during the class. but that is August the 11th. My in-person card class is from from 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time to 8 o'clock at night. And I am looking for 8 people. So if you're interested, bring a friend and you come. Click the registration link in this video so I can know how many kits I need to prep for. I would love to have my room full with 8. So grab a friend. Come on. And if you bring a friend that has never come before, or if you bring a friend and yourself and you neither one have come, you are going to get a prize from me. So grab that friend. Come join me for my in-person card class on August the 11th. And then mark your calendars for August the 16th at 7 o'clock. I am planning to do my very first Zoom night. It is going to be a ladies' night out, and it is going to be in the luxury of your home. I am going to open up a Zoom session, and we are going to craft on that Saturday night starting at 7 o'clock, and you come and go as you please. For those that don't like to be on camera, you do not have to be. Even though it is on Zoom, when you register and sign in, you can do no video and nobody will see you. But we will be able to hear and talk with you as if we were at a local event together. It is just a great way to network with others that are doing paper crafting or diamond art, sewing, whatever your craft is. This August the 16th is going to be for any type of crafting. So I am going to be getting that registration information out this week. So whenever you register, it is a free event. I just want to gather with you and craft. Hello, Nancy. All right, let's see. And then also you will be seeing my craft along. I am getting the kits together for that so I can get that sent out to you as well for those that want to take part in that. All right, let's turn the camera down so I can show you some things, and then we will... Yes, Nancy, I think it's going to be a lot of fun. It's my first time. I participate in several. I've probably are involved in about 4 that I do on a regular basis with some other demonstrators. Also, I do it with just some crafting groups. It is a lot of fun, and I want to try it. It's going to be a ladies' night out, so I hope you can join us. All right, let's flip the camera, and then we are going to get started. I got a lot of fun things. I am actually going out of my comfort zone tonight with one of our projects that we are doing. So I hope you are going to enjoy it because it is totally out of my comfort zone. But I have had so much fun with it. So hopefully you will do the same. I am trying to get the darkness out of my videos, so give me 1 second. I'm turning my camera around here. I'm hoping the picture is clear on your side. All right. Oh, great. Now I just took the whole thing off. And tomorrow is back to school for my grand, so it has been crazy around here with them trying to get all their stuff together. All right, so in-person card class, August the 11th. We are going to be using, this is going to be one of our sets. I have loved this so much. I'm going to actually show you some of the projects. My Creativity Club, that is a reoccurring subscription, used this set this month, well, no, July. I had so much fun designing those cards. So we're going to use Notes and Totes. These are the dies that go with it. And let me show you some of the projects that you can do with this. Now, these are not the projects that we are going to do in-person card class because these were made for my creativity club. But I wanted to share with you what you can do with this set. So, as we still have a couple of weeks of summer, here is one of the cards that I made for my creativity club, and it's called Relax and Enjoy. And then on the inside, it's just blank. So it's a really cute card that you can write and make a note on. And then, they are making this one, and this is the two-tone cardstock that I tore at the bottom, giving it that white look in there. And then this one is my favorite. Here is just a note, and it's a little tote bag, and it actually made a bag. So, this is going to be, this was in my creativity club, set. So we are going to make new cards for in-person card class using this bundle. So click that link, come join me as we are going to have a blast in-person. I am looking for 8 people. So grab a friend and come join me. The other bundle that we are going to be using is the Gallery Blooms and the Label Me Grateful. Okay, so, and these are the sets that I'm using tonight, so you will see some of the projects that you can make out of these bundles, but they are not what we're doing in person because I try to make them separate. Tonight, the video tonight is my online class. So you can get all of our projects tonight for free if you place a minimum of a $40 order. Hold on one second. Gotta tell grandson good night. Night. Love you. All right. Tonight is my online class, free with purchase, so minimum of a $40 order, and you will get all the supplies that you need to make the projects for tonight. Now, are you ready to see our cute projects for tonight? I am so excited. I am ready to share these with you. All right, so here is card number 1. Right. Here is card number 2. And then the third project that we're doing, and this is where I said I am out of my norm because I don't do these kind, but this is so stinking cute. Look at this. It is a holder that holds hand sanitizer. Just like that. Isn't that cute? So these are the 3 projects that you will receive for the online class if you make a minimum of a $40 order between tonight and Friday, August the 8th. I will send you all the cardstock and everything that you need to make these projects. I cannot do any stamping as that is against the Stampin' Up policy. But I will have everything pre-cut and scored for you. Thanks, Nancy. All right, so let me share with you just a little bit more of what I use so we can get started with our projects. I use the 3D brick embossing folder. I used and if you do not have these, I tell you, these are a must. But of course, almost everything's a must when it comes to crafting, right? There is no, I don't need that. Everything's a must. But these are the Everyday Arch Dies. Thanks, Debbie. If you do not have these, I highly recommend these arch dies because you can do so many things with those. The other set that we are using is the Gallery Bundle dies. These actually go with this stamp set as a bundle. So we're using those tonight. And the last thing that we're doing is called the Beautiful Mafia's Dies. This set is so unique. It comes with these dies, but it also comes with this frame die. So we're using the frame die out of it tonight. So those are the supplies that we're using. The colors that I am using is the Summer Splash. No, excuse me. Strawberry Slush. I don't even know where Summer Splash came from. Sorry about that. I am using the Strawberry Slush, Basic White. Our silver, what's it called? Our gold and silver trimmed ribbon. And then my embellishments is the Rhinestone Basic Jewels. All right, so I think I have gave you everything that we are doing and have talked. I am ready to do some crafting. Let me get a sip of water real quick. And we are going to get started because I am so excited to do this. All right, so we're going to start with our first card. While we are going through this, I'm going to move our others out of the way. Our first card is, let's see, hold on. Let me get all the pieces here. Okay. So we have our card base, which is cut 11 by 4 1/4 and scored at 5 1/2. We have a piece of our basic white cardstock. This is cut, hold on. This is cut out of that die, but it was cut at 4 1/4 by 1 1/2. Nope, that's the wrong piece. Excuse me, guys. This is the piece. This is the basic white. It is 4 1/4 by 1 1/2. And I took it and I ran it through the brick embossing folder. We have our Strawberry Slush. This is called Flower Garden. And it is an online exclusive item. But it is called Flower Gardens Foil. And this is cut at 4 7/8 by 3 1/4. And after the video, I will put all the measurements in the description. All right, then we have a piece of white cardstock that is 4 3/4 by 3 1/8. And I also ran this through the embossing folder. Then I took a piece of the basic white and I ran it through the frame dies that I showed you earlier. Then I have, this is the die we're using. And then I have just a strip for my sentiment. I have a piece of the designer paper that's going to go inside. And then I have the inside cardstock, which is basic white. This is 4 3/4 by 3 1/2. All right. So let's get started. So you can see what we're doing. I'm going to take my cardstock and I'm going to get my bone folder. And I'm going to run it across the top where my score mark is. I am going to go ahead and take, because I did not stamp anything on the inside of this, so we're going to take this and we are going to put our liquid glue on the back. If you're using adhesive, that is perfectly fine too. Whatever type of adhesive you like. I just started messing with the liquid glue today when I was playing, and this is just what we're using tonight. I think I have another grandchild coming up. Sorry about that. Alright, so we're going to put our strip right at the bottom here, and that is all we're doing on the inside. All right, so then we are going to take our specialty paper and our basic white. And since I've already did the embossing on this, I don't need to do it again. But what I wanted to do is take my dimensionals, and we are going to pop it up, because it just looks so pretty against the strawberry slush. This is one of my favorite colors, and I am so glad that it is getting to stick around until 2027. So I love this color. But of course, I love almost all of our colors. I have a hard time saying I have a favorite, because they are just so, our cardstock and everything just matches so well with our paper. Stampin' Up's group does a fabulous job in lining our stuff up. All right, so before I do that, I want to take this white piece of strip here. I did not do this on the sample, but I said I was not gonna miss it this time. When I went to put my card together the first time, I totally missed this piece. So, no, don't go there. It goes on the card base. Look at me. We're going to put it straight onto the card base, and we're going to put it just like that. Okay. Now we're going to take this and put on top of our foil, and it is going to be very close, so let me make sure that I am within my range. Okay. All right, so now we're going to take this and, no, let's don't do that yet. Let's do our stamping of our flowers so we can see how that goes. I am going to take a piece of our basic white cardstock. I'll show you what we did. We're going to take our stamp and our black momentum, and we're going to stamp this. We're going to stamp it down here. Okay. And then we're going to take our strawberry slush and our old olive blends. Well, what'd that do with Mother? Uh-oh. I got a runaway Stampin' blend, because it ain't where it's supposed to be. All right, so we'll see. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and take our blends, and we're going to color in our flowers. Now, there are some like green leaves in here somewhere, but my little eyes don't separate them. So we're going to just color everything strawberry slush. Now the bottom, yes, I do see the leaves down there, and we're going to color them with the old olive. Okay, so we're going to just kind of take this, color it around. All right, and then you can take your dark and kind of go back over it, and it gives it a darker shade. Okay, and then you can take your old olive and color the leaves. Just like that. Oh, Dora, you're fine. You're so funny. You are too funny, Dora. We are just getting started. Just go back at the beginning to get all the announcements. All right? That is all you missed, basically. All right, so then what I did is I took our die and I lined this up over the thing, just like that. Okay, and whenever you do that and you run it through your embossing folder and you cut it out, you get these gorgeous pieces. And I've already did that, so you did not have to watch me color all of that, because yes, it is a lot of coloring. So I did not want you to have to sit while I colored, because there is a lot of coloring in the cards tonight. But I wanted to show you how it was done from the start to the finish. All right, so we're going to take our little things here. First, we're going to take our frame from the frame set die, and we're going to put dimensionals. I'm going to put one in each of the corners. Okay, and you know what, let's go ahead and put on the side, a little one on the side here to be on the safe side. All right, now let's take the backs off of this, and then we are going to stick it on the card front, and then we can put our flowers on it. All right, so then we're going to take this and it's going to sit just like that. And with putting the dimensionals on the back side, it raises it up to where it's really pretty. All right, so now we're going to take our liquid glue and we're going to put just a little bit on here. You don't want to put it on the whole thing, because you're going to overlap your flowers, so you don't want them to be all stuck down and not be able to move. All right, so there's that one, and then we're going to put just a little bit there. All right, and then this one is going to offset, and it's going to go right in there. Okay, and then we've got our third one. We're going to put right here. Okay, and then we're going to slip this one right in here. All right, come on. Now I want to take just a little bit, since I know it's going to stay there, and we're going to put it down. Once you know exactly where you're going to put them, then yes, feel free to put a little extra glue on it to keep them from falling out, or adhesive, whatever you're using. Because the last thing you want to do is send your card out and it fall apart. That's a no-no. All right, so because I need thank you cards, I am making this a thank you card. It could be whatever type of card you want. The set that I use for my sentiments is the Label Me Grateful. And I'm using the thank you out of here. But you could do a label that says you're the best, you're so appreciated. So there's different ones, but I need thank you cards. So I am getting a jump start on those. So we're going to take this and we're going to put it on our little strip. I think this is the right, yeah. Oh, goodness. You see how bad I stamped that? Let's try this again. That was terrible. Oh, goodness. What is wrong with me? Hold on, guys. That's awful. I cannot stamp straight tonight. Let's see if I can do it on here. We're going to make it just like that. All right. And then, hopefully this is the right size. If not, we will go for round 3. All right, let's see if I can stamp this correctly. All right, guys, I have no idea what I'm doing. All right, let me stand up. There we go. 4th time you a charm. I guess. Whew. That was terrible. All right, so we're going to snip this off just a little bit because we don't want it too long. And then we're going to also snip just a little bit off of that side. And then we are going to put our liquid glue on the back. And then you're going to take it and it is going to slide just so lightly right up under the flower. All right. Let's close up the ink pad before we make a mess. Okay. Now we are ready to put this on our card front. And I'm going to just put my liquid on the back here. And then this is going to go straight on here. Oh, that is so pretty. Love this. Love this set. All right, now we're going to tie it up with, wrapping it up with a bow. And remember, this is the bundle that we will be using in the in-person card class. Just will not be making these cards. But after this video, I will make sure all the measurements is in here in the description so you can have those as well. And then remember, this is a free with purchase class and you can get these products with placing a minimum order of $40. All right. And for my in-person class, I am looking for 8 people. So grab your friends and come and let's craft on August the 11th at 6 o'clock. I would love for you to come. We have lots of fun. And then tomorrow, I will have my full schedule posted of all the upcoming things because I have a lot of stuff. Because remember, I set my goals and I'm trying to meet my goals. All right, so we're going to put this right down here. All right. Then we're going to top this off with our bling, which is the Rhinestone Basic Jewels. We're going to take one of the bigger ones. And, well, maybe. We're going to take one of the bigger ones. And we're going to set it off up here. We're going to take one of the smaller ones. And we're going to stick it right there. and one more, and it's gonna go down here. So there is card number 1. All right, so we also need to do our envelope. So what I did for that was I took my stamp and I stamped the envelope just like that. Let's put the top on here. And then I took my blends and gently colored. You got to be real careful because these will bleed through, so don't do a lot of detail in one spot. You just briefly running it over so it don't bleed. If you're going to make sure every little spot is covered, you will want to put something through your envelope on the inside to keep it from bleeding through. But I am just barely tapping the envelope and just briefly moving the tip of the blend across there. Okay, but do remember that if you're going to do detail, you will want to make sure you have something on the inside your envelope. Thank you so much, Dora. I have had so much fun designing in-person class as well as the online class for tonight. I have had a lot of fun. All right, so there is the envelope. There is card 1. And do you see the difference that I did with the strip of basic white versus the non-strip? I really like it with the strip. So if you place an order and you do the qualified order, you will have that strip in there. So don't worry about that. All right, so there's card number 1. All right, so card number 2 is card number 2 is right here. And again, I've already did the stamping of the flowers, so you're not gonna have to sit and watch me color. Here is the card number 2. So let me get all the pieces here together so I can share with you what I've done, and then we will get started. All right, so we have Strawberry Slush as the base of the card, which is 11 by 4 1/4, scored at 5 1/2. I have a piece of basic white, which is 4 7/8 by 3 5/8. Then I have a piece of cardstock that is 4 3/4 by 3 1/2. And then I have the designer specialty paper, and this was cut at 4 1/4 by 3 1/4, but I already cut it with the arch die. And then I had a piece of basic white that was 4 1/2 by 3, and I used the arch die for it as well. Hello, Miss Brenda. And then I have my inside piece of basic white, which is 4 1/2 by 3 1/2 for the inside. And then we have our label that is going to go on it. All right, so here we go with card number 2. We're going to take it, going to fold our bone folder there. All right. And then we're going to slide this to the side here. We're going to take our piece of basic white that has been embossed with the 3D brick embossing folder. We are ready to take our designer specialty paper, and we're going to put that on there. And I'm going to put everything together, and then I will do the gluing. So then we're going to put the arches on top of each other. Then I took, and like I said, instead of having you watch me do this the whole time, I have already done this, but I'm going to share with you how it goes from the start. We are going to color in our big flower stamp. Okay. And then this is going to go straight onto the basic white. This is just so pretty. It's such a pretty stamp. And then we're going to take our blends once again. And I took and I colored with the dark strawberry slush. And then I took it and went around. And yes, I did use the dark to color instead of using the dark for a shade. Now, if you have not used our blends before, don't press hard on them because you will strip your point. But they're great blends, and they are on the tax-free weekend list for Stampin' Up. So if you don't have any and you want some, now's the time because you wouldn't pay sales tax, which is always a great thing. Anytime we can save a penny, because that'll give us another penny on something else that we can buy for crafting supplies, because you know we don't have enough. So that is one of the reasons I'm doing the Ladies Night Out Zoom session for paper crafting, or whatever type of crafting you're doing. It does not have to be paper crafting. It could be knitting, it could be stitching, whatever it is. August the 16th, I will be doing a Zoom night where we can get together and craft in our own craft room. And if you don't like being on video, you can cut your video session off and just talk with us. You know, you don't have to have your video on. But I have a lot of projects that I need to do, and when I get with others through Zoom, if I can't go in person, I can at least have them on the computer, and we can craft together, laugh, talk, all that kind of stuff. So mark your calendar, August 16th. I am so excited. All right, so that is kind of how you do it. And then you take, what I did is I took my light, since I colored in the dark. You take your light color, and then you're going to just kind of run over it, and it gives it a different shade. All right, so there is that. And then whenever you run this through your die cut, then you get this gorgeous die cut out that is going to go right on here. So then what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put my dimensionals on the back side. Okay. And then we're going to pull our backs off here, and we're going to put this on our basic white arch. And I did it kind of at an angle. And then, yes, I did. Okay. I just wanted to make sure how many dimensionals. And then we're going to put them on the back of the arch as well. And yes, I probably don't need that many, but I like dimensionals. As you know, I think you've all crafted with me enough that you know that. And I also love talking, so that is why I can't wait to our Ladies Night Out event. Because actually, I've got a lot of stuff I got to get done for my weekend retreat. I have that coming up at the end of the month as well. And that will be my last one for the year. that I host. And I'm really excited about it because it is a birthday bash. Because, you know, this is my birthday month. And I forgot to do it at the beginning. But remember, we still have our summer promotion going on. So anytime you place an order, you purchase a class, then your name goes in the bucket. And yesterday, I spent a good bit of the day cleaning my studio up, and I started collecting our gifts. I have got a lot of gifts, so make sure your name is in that bucket, because I want to send out Happy Mail. Also, I worked on Happy Mail today, so a couple of you are going to get packages going in the mail tomorrow. So be on the lookout. Hopefully your name was the one that gets the package. I got a few things. Thanks, Debbie. All right. So now we've got all that good stuff. So we got... pull all the siding off. Okay. There we go. Now we are ready to put this straight onto our basic white. Woo, not crooked. We're going to put it straight onto our white there. Then we're going to take our banner that we cut out of the arch die. And again, because I need thank you cards, we are going to stamp this in Strawberry Slush. And hopefully I do it right. Oh, good. Because I don't have a backup for this one. And I put a dimensional on this, so we're going to just do this. Put that on there. Okay. And then we do cover up just a little bit, not much. All right. We're going to top it off with a bow again. All right. All right, and I am putting the bows on with the glue dots. Okay. So if anybody's got children or grandchildren that is going to school tomorrow, I wish them a wonderful and safe school year. As I do have grandkids going to school. I have a 5th grader grandson, and I have my twin granddaughters that will be going into 9th grade. Y'all, I'm not ready for my granddaughters to be in high school. I am just not ready for that. But I am very, very, very proud of my granddaughters. They, you know, switched from softball over to volleyball. And they tried out for the high school team. And they made the varsity volleyball team as 9th graders. So I am super proud of them for that. So we've got volleyball games coming up starting Tuesdays and Thursdays. So yes, I will be busy, but because I don't want to miss them, as high school years will go by so fast. And then my grandson, he's going in the 5th grade. So it's like my babies are no babies. All right, so here are the the bling. We're going to do that. Now, one thing I wanted to do is I wanted to take my Wink of Stella. And I want to rub it around and give my flower a bling. Ooh, that's so pretty. I actually want to do it on this one too. I love glitter. Life is too short not to sparkle. All right, so there we go. We're going to give it some glitter. Okay, so there is card number 2. The envelope, we took our flower. Which one did I do? This one here. Okay, we took our flower. Basically, same step. Take your flower, go into the black momentum, and then we briefly are going to color it on the side with our fabulous blends. All right, and then my Old Olive. Okay, and there is card number 2. We got to put our inside down. We're going to just take our piece of basic white, run our liquid across there, and then we're going to put this down. And I did not, oh, I did. Oh, look at me. Didn't think we did anything on the inside. So we took our stamp and stamped on the inside. Pull the markers out again. This is why I did the coloring for the main part and the die cutting up front, because these did have a lot of coloring, but gosh, they are so beautiful. And I promised the in-colored in-person class on August the 11th, it won't be this detailed. I won't do that to you. So come, don't be afraid. Register, click that registration link in the video so you can come. I am so excited. I have designed part of the cards for that night, and hope you can make it. All right, so here is card number 2. There is card number 2. So pretty. Love it. And again, like I said, after the video, I will go back and make sure all the measurements is in the video. And that way you've got those. But you can also get all the supplies pre-cut for you by placing a $40 order. All right, our third project is this little cute hand sanitizer holder. How stinking cute is that? And you know what? I am going to do that on this because this is going to really be. I want to put the glitter on this one. And I'm going to do it before I forget. Okay, so how do you make this little cutie? Because it is so stinking cute, right? All right, so here we go. And I got everything right here. Okay, so we have a piece of cardstock. This is our strawberry slush. It is 5.5 by 4. So you will get 4 of these out of an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. So this piece is 5.5 by 4. On the 5.5 side, you're going to score it at 3 and 4. And then you're going to turn it and you're going to score it at 1 and 3. Okay? Then I have a piece of basic white that is 1 3/4 by 1/4. And then I have a piece of the Flower Gardens foil. This is 1 by 1/8. All right. And now we are ready to start our process. So we're going to take this and we're going to fold it at our score lines. So we're going to take our bone folder and you're going to run it across your score lines. And then we're going to fold these up. And then we're going to fold it one more time at the score. Okay. Now you've got it all nicely folded. Then you're going to take your snibs and you're going to cut at the score line to the score line. And then you're going to take it and just angle it just a little bit to cut a little snip there. And that makes it a little easier for it to fold. That is all you're doing. Now, don't cut too much. You just want a little bit. You're going to turn it over and you're going to do the same step. Okay. And then you're going to take it and cut just a little slither out of it. All right. Now what we're going to do is you are going to take and you're going to fold in your tabs. Okay. You're going to go ahead and put your liquid glue or your, I don't recommend, unless you're using Stampin' Seal Plus, but I would recommend tear tape or the liquid glue. Then you're going to fold this into this right here. So, and you're going to press it and hold it. And you go press and hold. Okay. Now, you don't want to put these on the inside because then you would have a bad seam. So you're going to put your glue on the outside of this. Okay. Just like that. And then you're going to just fold this up and go around like that. Okay. And then what I did is I took my bone folder and I went on the inside and gave it a good press down. And that kind of locks it and makes it tight there. Okay. Now, you want to cut these at an angle. So you're going to take it from this point here to the top. So nothing's got to be, this is not, no kind of fancy cut. So you're going to just cut it straight up like that. And then I'm going to do the same thing on this side from point to point. And there is your box. Isn't that cute? These would make great office gifts for co-workers. If you're at a church, women's group, any of those, these would be great little gifts to give them as holidays are coming. So we're going to take our foil and our basic white, and we're going to put our foil on top of the basic white. Just like that. Okay. And then we're going to take this and put it on the front of our box. Just like that. Okay. Now, I've already cut our flower, and it was the full-length flower, so we don't need that. So what I did is I took my snips, and I cut along this bottom. Just like that, because we don't need the whole thing. All right. And then I took my glue, and you don't want to go up too far on the flower because it does hang off some. And you don't want glue everywhere. So you just angle this however you want it to go. All right. And then we're going to take our, we're going to take our trim again, and we're going to tie a bow. All right. I'm going to take this and we're going to tie. We're going to tie a bow. Hopefully tie a bow. How about that? It's not wanting to work on me. All right. All right, there we go. Now. All right, then we're going to cut our little tail off here because it's too long. Okay, we're going to put this on with a glue dot. Let's see, my glue dots. And we're going to put that on here. And then this goes right down at the bottom. And then, of course, we can take our Wink of Stella and give it some bling, sparkle. Okay. So pretty. So, so pretty. All right, so there is our project number 3. I hope you enjoyed the projects tonight. And I am so glad I was able to do my little 3D project because I normally do not do 3D projects because they get to me. But I am determined it is time for some upgrade changes. So be on the lookout, guys. All right, let me get everything off of my desk so I can share the 3 projects with you tonight. Somehow or another, I got ink everywhere. My goodness. Put the top back on here. All right, so here is our project, and you can take our sanitizer and stick in here. Hello, Michelle. How are you? You can take your hand sanitizer and stick it straight into our little box. Okay, so there is project 3. Then we have project 2. All right, I'm going to set project 3 on top of project 3. There is project 2. And then here is project 3. How cute are our projects? Fabulous, guys. I love them, and I hope you do too. All right, guys, remember, this is my online card class for the month. This is free with a purchase of a minimum of a $40 order. Click the shop link in this video if you choose to. I would greatly appreciate your support. Also, if you're not following my Facebook page or my YouTube channel, please go to the top of my Facebook page, click follow, and share my video. Help it grow. I would greatly appreciate it. And if you're watching me on YouTube, then you can click the subscribe button in the top right-hand corner and click on that bell, because every time I post or go live there, you will be notified. And then in-person card class, August the 11th. Click the shop, click that link to register for that event as well, because I would love for you to come. I am looking for 8 people to come to our in-person card class, which is August the 11th from 6 o'clock until 8. All right, guys. Oh, Debbie, you like number 2 the best? Yes. It's got to be that arch die. I love those arches. Thank you for that. All right, guys, I will be back live on Wednesday. What is that? Let's see, tomorrow's the 4th, 5th, 6th. It will be Wednesday, August the 6th at 6:15 a.m. with some other projects to do as well. And then I might be popping in and out. I got a couple of things that I want to do. So stay tuned. See you soon. Thank you so much and have a great evening.